Welcome everybody to the Dave Knows Comics live stream. This is your host David Lee, and this is
Eric Duell.
That's right, and we're going to do another draw along session today, and to keep you company while I am busy drawing and not paying attention, we're going to have Duell here keep everybody informed as to what's going on. So thank you for coming in. I hope everybody is enjoying their day so far. Double A, what's up? Nathan Norman, thank you. Hey. So, how is everyone doing today? Let some people file in. Came in a little bit early. I know I said I'd be on at 2, and here we are 15 minutes early, but just got to jump the schedule a little bit. What's up? Captain Hater and Friend. Oh, here comes Arthur, the man who loves being wrong about everything because he thinks that Albert is not quite wrong enough. So, what's going on, Mr. I have bad taste in women? My worst enemy Oh, he's your worst enemy now. Oh, so that's
Double
your thing.
A. Oh, yeah. What's up, Double A?
Okay, who else is coming in? Can you draw Kinnikuman? I'm not the biggest Kinnikuman fan. I like that. I appreciate the suggestion, though. We're really smart ones. The fact that you said that proves that you're wrong. Hold on.
I know you're done lying. Go to work.
Let's see this. I'm also notoriously not the biggest anime fan either. Let me see if I get something else. Okay, so let's see what else comes in the live stream. Let's see what other suggestions we have. Got Red Dead. Oh, about time! Hope you're enjoying it. I'm tempted to start another game. Again, myself. Last week when I had Albert start the show off while I was busy. I decided to watch. Usually I don't watch the live streams. Afterwards I just, I was there. Why do I need to watch it again? But I watched the beginning part with Albert. I never realized how loud he is and how much he blows out the microphones. So I never noticed that. Man, you guys got some interesting ones today. ECW installing it, bro. Oh, yeah, it takes a long time to install. We stick to, Stripperella is at least comic book related, but hey, Ridgeway, how you doing? Let's see what else we got today.
Draw Hulk Hogan as the Incredible Hulk. That's a pretty interesting idea.
I want to stick to the idea that this is a comic book channel, but that's closer. But excuse me. Let me move this.
How long's the delay on that?
A couple of seconds.
Oh, okay.
All right, Daredevil, there's one. All right, well, who hasn't gotten one in? I feel like I've taken requests from some of you guys before. Who's brand new here? Draw Bonesaw.
Bonesaw.
A for effort. I like that you're trying. Prime from Malibu Comics. Oh, you guys like the obscure ones today. I think Jenna set precedence when she said Hellboy last week, so now everybody's trying to dig deep. Speaking of, where were you two last night? Oh, I couldn't do it because I got called in. I had to work last night, so we were planning on it, but then I wound up working. Would you stop with that Double A? You try that every week. When are you going to get through your thick head? This is a comic book channel.
Who have you drawn on this channel so far? Refresh my memory.
Last week was Hellboy. Before that, I did Spider-Man. Before that, okay, Batgirl. That's something normal. All right, like I said, is there anyone who hasn't gotten one in yet? We'll go with the honor system on that one. Like the thing is, like I like the Kinnikuman because it came out. I don't like it, but it's like I'm warning you now. I hate anime, and I am, and I tend not to like drawing the anime style. So I'm not opposed to it. Nathan Norman, don't encourage Double A. That would be me. You never got one in, Arthur? I wouldn't be surprised if I like ignored you. Like I wouldn't deny it, so I'm not surprised. Draw Tiger Mask would be cool. I might save that for a wrestling one. A wrestling one. I understand that you guys are finding like the gray area between comic book and wrestler, but all right. Batgirl works for me. I got in Two-Face, if you remember. Yeah, I thought so. Rockmaster for me. Okay, cool. I appreciate. I appreciate the honor system. Arthur, I really never got one in from you. Let's see what we got. Draw Batman, but on drugs and yelling at Robin. You mean Batman? Because I'm pretty sure that's just what he does normally. Let me see something. Alright, let me just check things out. You did Thor once for me? Yeah, I did. Nope. Alright, well, you said Batgirl. I like that. I'll go with Batgirl. Brock Lesnar as a grape ape. Doesn't take much imagination there. So Jason Todd as Elmo Santos. It's Elmer Santos, but Elmo Santa, Emo Santa. I have no idea what you're trying to say. But yeah. Duel. Do you have a degree in music production? Yeah,
No.
Duel. Do you?
No, I don't.
No, you don't.
I just taught myself how to play guitar, some keyboard, drums, and now I'm trying to learn how to read music and write it. So I learned just playing by ear, but now I'm actually trying to learn how to play. I figure if I could read and write music, I could get a lot better. So Duel's back. TJ Fritz, what's going on? So I see some familiar names here. Zach Rowe, what's up? I think I said, what's up to Arthur if I didn't say hello? Who else? Oh, there's one for you. Draw Alexa Bliss. Oh, you have a degree in graphic design. Very cool.
Is it really hard for you to read this?
No, I can see it. Remember when no one knew Dave had an introduction theme? What's up? Alexa Page. Now he's saying he's joking. Okay. So we see here Dave is drawing some fundamental shapes to get himself started. TJ Fritz. What's up, TJ Fritz? I wanted to give my suggestion for next week. Draw Albert getting the most generic beatdown after a boring match.
Which you'll say is amazing.
Zach Rowe can read sheet music for drums, but for guitar he just uses tabs. Yeah, I use tabs, but I also play keyboard too, so I want to know how to read. That way it applies to everything pretty much. Drums interesting though. I used to live down in Central Jersey, and some kid used to do an open mic night at this bar that his family owned. So he would set up drums, and I would bring my guitar to play. And then he's like, "Yeah, you want to play drums?" I said, "I don't know how to play," but he's like, "Yeah, just give it a whirl." And he showed me some fundamental stuff, and I just picked it up. So that was fun. I can't do anything amazing, but it's still fun to play. So could hold a nice slow rhythm. Last night's Raw was awful.
Dude, it's been getting worse and worse. It's like I'll be honest, I didn't even watch it. I could care less. I've heard I caught bits and pieces, and I was like, this is all, like, I can't take it anymore. I really can't.
What I did like was the opening. I didn't like that Elias was the curtain jerk, but he showed up and interrupted Lashley and Corbin and McIntyre. I thought that was cool, but I don't like that he got beat. But I guess it was kind of necessary to set up all their feud. whatever.
It's just the same. It's the same crap over and over and over again.
Last night's Raw may have been the worst I've watched in a decade.
Bam! Backdoor.
Let's go.
I feel like that can't be true because there's so many that are awful.
There's been a lot of bad ones.
Yeah, it's like, how can you narrow this down?
Like, yeah, like 08, 09. Well, SmackDown in that time period was horrendously bad. Oh yeah, I think when was what's his name? Finley. Finley was a main eventer at one point, but I don't know if that was in the last decade or what.
Close.
Close, yeah. Hornswoggle McMahon. Yeah, good point. TJ Fritz, anyone want to hear his hot take on who should be GM?
Go for it.
Why does Lashley have a mini-me? That's true, he does have a mini-me. What up with the Dean Ambrose promo? That was kind of... It could have been better, I felt. WWE should be called... Shouldn't be called WWE because it isn't wrestling and it isn't entertainment.
That's fair.
Fair assessment. TJ Fritz, Stephanie could fire Corbin and make Corey Graves the general manager. Yeah, I would love to see that. Graves is pretty.
Let's just fire Baron Corbin in general. Like, the guy is completely useless. I know he has some fans for some weird reason, but I don't get why or how. He's good for absolutely nothing. He's terrible on the mic and he's terrible in the ring. Just, ugh. Oh, I forgot he played football, so he has that mainstream eyes on the product crap that people think is a reason. Despite the fact that evidence is proving that that's not true, but we'll just ignore that.
CM Punk and Jeff Hardy had a good feud in 09. Fair, yeah.
Coburn as a constable was a great for the memes. Well, I'm not going to start booking things just for the memes. That's not enough of a reason for me.
Brad Maddox. SmackDown has always been better than Raw.
It's not good now, though. It's like, the thing is, like, people say, like, that's true, but it's still, with during the Jinder Mahal run, Raw was a better show. Like, I know, overall, yeah, SmackDown gets the win, but Jinder Mahal's run was awful.
I'll say, what about the Basham Brothers, that time period on SmackDown?
Back to the Attitude Era or marry Alexa Bliss? Oh, I'm marrying Alexa. I got the attitude once.
Do you remember when the E stood for entertainment? Neither do I. Arthur watched the Hornswoggle McMahon Wrestling with Regret this morning. Speaking of little people, watch the Kimonito getting kicked off the ring apron by Ultimo Guerrero. That's funny stuff. Baron Corbin as a constable was great for the meme. Oh, I'm too far back.
Don't worry, it's just the red. You'll be able to hear it.
Alright, I'm changing the camera angle a lot in case you haven't noticed. That's because trying to get two people on screen at the same time has been harder to draw with at the same time because I'm sitting at the weirdest angle. And this looks so obtuse to me. It looks so bizarrely off because I'm sitting at the strangest angle, so I don't really like the way it looks. Cause, yeah, she looks like an alien now, so let's try this again. I could just erase it, but I'd rather start over and I'd rather sit at a more comfortable angle. So forgive me if I'm not even on screen. But yeah, keep entertaining the peoples.
All right. Eric got the idea when he said he'll put the E in WWE.
boy do if he's seen Justina. Oh, would you? Oh my God. Okay, yeah.
How's your boy do if he has seen Justina, who's hotter, her or Alexa, and see how wrong you are about everything, Dave. Now, who's Justina? Do I have to look her up?
Yeah, go ahead, look her up.
All right.
And just let's get this over with.
All right.
That's
Justina
it.
WWE or
No,
what?
no, she's not a wrestler. She's somebody from Wild 'N Out. Justina Valentine.
Okay.
Voice a little louder.
She might be more up your alley, just so you never know.
Who's Allie?
Yours.
Oh, yeah?
This might end up being you might get the win.
Have it steady. Yep, and raise your voice. You're doing great.
Okay. So.
Oh, little chair.
All right. Well, he's doing that.
Yeah. My phone's slow. Off service.
That's exactly. Stacey Keebler, Alexa.
Oh.
Alexa Bliss.
She has really red hair. Mm. Well, I don't know.
Is it because of your name?
I can't believe this is even a contest. All right, let's
I
just.
guess I'm going with Alexa Bliss. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Justina Valentine's okay, but
Yeah, let's just ask the people here in the stream right now. Who's prettier, Alexa Bliss or Justina Valentina or whoever she is? There's nobody. This, skinflint on the celebrity wheel of, women. Thank you, Double A.
Laris Bridgeway. WWE has always stood for Walk with Elias, even when it was 13
Right.
years before his employment.
Yes,
Yes,
that is
sir.
true. All right,
Jagger looks very contemporary. TJ, my thoughts.
this is way more attractive than yeah. Thank you, Zach Rowe. Like, this isn't even a contest. I don't know what universe you're on.
Stacy Keebler. Is Stacy Keebler or Alexa in their prime? I'm going with Stacy Keebler.
So no one is going to comment with Bobby Lashley, the lackluster idiot, has a pen. Well, Bobby Lashley's garbage too. He's another one that I could care less about. I'm gonna side with Justina because I got a thing for redheads. Oh, you learned the hard way then.
Opinion on Impact Wrestling?
See, Arthur, why would you ask if you know that if he agrees with me, you're going to say, oh, that's just because Dave's sitting next to you. So you really, really thought, see, this is a faulty Arthur logic that makes me really suspect that you are Albert in disguise. I can't help it, Double A. He makes it too easy. He's my substitute Albert. Or are you just trolling? Yes, I believe he's thoroughly just trolling. Like, there's no way. Most of the things you say, Arthur, I just assume you're trolling. Bailey, I choose Bailey. Okay. Lashley was good on Impact. That is true. No, he was good on Impact. I'm not gonna take that away from him. Arthur is Albert's. yeah. That's what you are. You're like Arthur. You're like the nicotine patch of Albert. You don't have to correct yourself, Zach Rowe. I'm pretty sure her name really is just Justin Valentine. No, Double A, you're not my substitute, Arthur. Don't sell yourself short. All right, what was I doing? That's right. I'm trying to draw me some Batgirl.
How would he be your substitute, Arthur?
What?
No, it says, am I your substitute, Arthur? Wait a second. Hey, Dave, click kid. Respond to your video about Ellsworth.
No, she didn't. Did she? Even so, I want nothing to do with that girl. I'm just staying away from this situation. I'm staying away from that side. Yeah. How dare you, Double A? No, how dare you, single A and a P? I realize I have no idea what I want to do about this.
I'm going with option C, Becky Lynch, because there's a phallic thumbnail of one of Justina Valentina's songs.
And that's fine. If you want to, if you're going to go for a redhead, a fake redhead, definitely go with Becky Lynch. For me, that's an easy win.
Do it manually.
No, she didn't. There's no way she responded to it. I'll be very shocked.
You know, we told.
Hell.
So, if you're ready for me to listen, let me know. No rush. No rush.
All right.
Okay, so Batgirl. How we doing over there?
Yeah, I completely forgot. Like lost train of thought. Somebody derailed me when they started talking about their nonsense fake redhead girl.
Dave is taking Matt Stryker gimmick. All right, starting from scratch.
I have no idea what the hell I want to do. Let me see something.
Wait, I don't know how people are making these crazy shit work.
Just give me an idea. Oh, I know what I want to do. Oh, okay, never mind. I know what I'm going to do. All right, I got it now.
Because of the kind this is what you can, like, this
Someone said check her Twitter. Look at her Twitter, Dave. Search Code Kids. There you go. She responded.
All right, I'm getting a new level of fame now. I'm like, now this is freaking me out.
When is KO coming back?
Not soon enough.
True. Captain Caveman. Adam Ahmed, what's up?
Screw this. All right, so what we're going to do. I got it now.
Raw now or WWE ECW, which is better?
Duh! Oh, crap. I'll watch Raw.
Sabu was on there for 3 weeks or something. Did you hear that Lars Sullivan is in trouble?
For what? What do you do?
Adam Ahmed says, what's up, Dave? TJ
What up?
Fritz. Just because I grew up in the current era doesn't mean I can't like old school era and look up to wrestlers who performed in that time personally. I love meeting with old school wrestlers, watching them.
Is that what she said, TJ Fritz, or are you just saying that randomly?
Train called Oliver Cromwell. Yo, yo, yo.
And she's like missing the point of that statement. She's missing the point of the statement. My point of the matter is that the click is garbage. Like the end tag of that was the fact that the click is garbage, and she shouldn't like crappy people. I like Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, but I'm just saying, like as people, as the click, like as wrestlers and individuals, is a different story. But as an organization, the click of backstage politickers were awful for wrestling and the WWF. That was my point. So she kind of missed it. Both my things is what she said. Oh, both your things? What was the other thing you said? Wrestling school and learning about old school wrestlers. Okay. Oh. So yeah, she totally missed the point. Don't stop talking to my account.
We're experiencing some minor technical difficulties, but
No technical difficulties.
well, there's nothing for me to say. I can't see the
You can just.
live feed screen.
I will give you this. Well, you're much quieter than Albert. You're definitely not as you're not as talkative.
Yeah. All right.
Great job. Now, nice. Okay.
How can you like Kevin Nash, Dave?
I don't think he's good in the ring whatsoever. But I thought and I know he's a low grossing champion. But I think he's more entertaining than any of the other people.
Nathan says.
Well, not all of them. Not more than Scott Hall. But I think he was fairly entertaining. He at least served a purpose. Like he's fine, like in the bodyguard role. Like when he was Shawn Michaels' bodyguard, I thought that's good. Like there are some big guys that I just think work well if they're just like hired muscle. If they don't have to win anything. You know, and I understand he won the tag titles as well as the Intercontinental belt, but I think there are rooms for, like, that's what I would do with Baron Corbin. I wouldn't let him win anything. I wouldn't have him pursue gold or anything. He would just be like the Miz's bodyguard, just standing there in the back quiet and shut up. You know, don't talk, don't wrestle, you know, just occasionally yoke somebody up when you need to, and that's it. You know, like Mr. Hughes, but with less wrestling. I liked him as a bodyguard, but not as a top guy. That's what I'm saying, yeah. Like, I understand he's not supposed to be a top guy, but he serves a function. Where there are certain other people where I think have been just poison to the industry and the company, where it's like their contributions, and, you know, I think we'd be better off as a whole.
Thank you, TJ Fritz. My day is going well. Did a lot today before I got here. Went to the gym. Now I'm getting ready for lunch. You guys over in England? What time is it over there? Is it dinner? It's later over there, right? Dave is drawing Batgirl.
Yeah, I know it doesn't seem like it, but I swear that's what I'm doing.
He's getting there. Zach Rose said it kind of looks like the Stig. Who's the Stig? I don't know who that is. His quad.
Yeah.
Kevin Nash, according to Lars Ridgway, Kevin Nash is a great dude in real life.
Yeah. Well,
Plus,
that's the other thing.
have
I
his
find him funny.
autograph, so there's a plus.
I find him funny.
Lars losing to Kurt Hawkins in his debut match on Raw, or R-Truth on SmackDown.
I don't care. I'm not a Lars is another guy I'm not a big fan of, so he goes in that same well as like useless big guy.
TJ Fritz said he liked him as a bodyguard, but not as a top guy. Nash is coming to the UK for a Comic-Con. Eric, what do you think of HBK? First of all, who's Eric? Second of all, yeah, HBK, I don't like him. He's just over the top, and, you know. Don't get me started. I don't want to say, you know, Mom always said if you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything, so she never said that. But what, am I supposed to go on a long
Since when was that your rule?
HBK? Well, I just don't feel like going on an HBK rant.
Sid Vicious was a waste. He never should have been a world champion, but if you use him right, it's fine.
7:12 in England. All right, so it's 5 hours different. Thank you, TJ Fritz. Dave is drawing Batmeister. Eva Cody Omega said that looks like the Batwing.
Yeah, I've changed what I wanted to do like 15 times by now.
Zach Rowe's eating dinner. What you eating for dinner, Zach? Nathan Norman. Sid Vicious was a waste. Lars Ridgway. 5 stars. Lars was awesome, but then he was caught saying some no-no stuff on message boards.
Uh-oh, what'd he say?
I think that someone mentioned it before, but it's up there. He said something about minorities, blaming white people for something. I don't know.
And when did this happen?
Yeah, someone elaborate on that for us? Dave, are there any big guys in wrestling that you do like?
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Braun a lot. I'm a huge Braun Strowman fan.
What up, Dave and Fred?
What up,
Josh? No problem that you're late. All right, TJ Fritz. Drake Maverick pissed on the robe and pissed away the credibility of the tag division.
Well, that's been going on a long time. But I don't know if you guys heard this, but there's reports going around that Drake Maverick actually, Rockstar Spud, legitimately peed himself for that angle because allegedly the story goes that he had a little apparatus inside his pants that was supposed to work to release the fluid, but it didn't work. And he knew that he'd be in trouble if this didn't go right, so he, bit the bullet and legitimately pissed himself just to, not to anger the McMahon.
Huh.
So, I mean, I think the angle was dumb, but I'll give him points for commitment.
Yeah, that was a little much with him pissing on a robe last night. I don't like that at all. It was.
I don't care about anything with him because people were so excited. They're like, Rockstar Spud's going to be in WWE. Did you think anything better was going to happen with him? And if you did, I'm sorry. I really am sorry if you thought that Rockstar Spud going to WWE was going to be a good thing. I really do. I really feel bad for you. It's like, I understand we've gotten some pleasant surprises with, like, Daniel Bryan doing way better in the company than I ever thought he would, but still.
TJ Frisk wants to know how you haven't heard of the Lars comment.
I don't know. I'll be fair. I mean, I've been kind of like, I don't know when it happened, but I've also been, if it's recent, I've been out of the loop just because I'm really dejected with wrestling right now. Me and him were just talking about it. It's like when it comes to WrestleMania, we're really, it's right in in the New York area, and we're considering not even going. Because do we have to go? Like, is it a general principle thing, or it's just so bad right now, and it doesn't show signs of getting better. For anyone who thinks getting signed to WWE is a good thing, like, it's a good thing for money. I understand it's a good thing for money. It's also the same thing with, like, comic books too. Let's bring it back to the fact that this is a comic book channel. It's that if you want to make a lot of money, you can go to Marvel, you can go to DC. Now, I've never worked for either company, but I do know someone who has worked for one of them, and I'm sure it's still pretty good, but I've heard things that it's not all that favoring to some. There are some people who don't, especially comic book writers and artists in the past, who have talked about how it's not the best environment. Where, some people would prefer to be on a smaller company like Image, where you still retain the rights and own your product. You own your creations, and they tend to treat you a little differently. So some people will rather that. You're probably not going to get paid nearly as much as they'll pay you over in DC or Marvel, but, it's up to you. It might take time off WWE until Rumble season. It's not the worst plan in the world. It's everyone's favorite segment of all time. It's a tough question. No, I mean, it doesn't entertain you, but that's why I'm saying it depends on when people say signing WWE might be a bad thing. Yeah, it might be bad for fans of that person, but it's probably pretty okay for him and his family, or her and her family.
Zach Rowe, good point. He says, I feel bad for anyone who thinks getting signed to WWE is a good thing.
That's what I've been talking about this whole time. Awesome. Good job.
Well, because I was reading something that someone else said that was hilarious, but I didn't want to repeat it on here. But Zach Rowe. The rest of his salary doesn't entertain me. He imagines working for Marvel or DC is stressful.
Yeah, it's like Jim Lee has said he's drawn on holidays, on Christmas Day, just because he had to meet a deadline. He's been, there have been times where he's been, away from what he wants to do, family stuff, just because of, deadlines, commitments. But at the same hand, Jim Lee's getting paid. Now he's like a big representative in the company, so it's not like things are all that bad for him per se.
Evil Cody Omega, what's wrong with Joey Ryan?
What, like?
It's just, I don't know.
It,
Nathan says he doesn't. WWE doesn't entertain him. He's watched more Impact than WWE the past few weeks.
That's fair. Good for you. Good for you, buddy.
I like is Johnny Nitro, or what's his name over there now? Johnny Impact?
Yeah.
Is he still the champion over there?
Yeah.
All right.
You know who's not? Austin Aries.
What happened with Austin Aries?
He lost the title to Johnny Impact, and then he flipped off. He got up immediately after the 1, 2, 3, and just stood right up and flipped off the audience and everybody and just left.
Why?
Because he's Austin Aries. Because he decided he doesn't want to work anywhere again, and he wants to know how hard he's got. What does he have to do to make sure he can never get hired again?
Wow. Damn.
And so far, nobody seems to understand this.
Huh.
It's like, man, what's a guy got to do around here to become unemployable?
Arthur Pryor says you can make as much money as WWE on the indie circuits.
You can, but it's not as easy. I'll say that it is possible. Like Young Bucks have proven that, but it depends on who you are. Like guys like Austin Aries will make more on the indie circuits. Well, up until recently, than they would in WWE, just because there's only so much WWE is going to pay him. There's only so high he can climb. So a guy like of his size is probably better off elsewhere. But then you have a guy like then the Young Bucks, same thing. They're a tag team. They're smaller. Of course, they're going to do better elsewhere than they would in WWE. But if you're a guy like Braun Strowman, yeah, your best bet's to stay in the WWE. If you're a lot of guys, like Batista, your best bet, stay in the WWE. You are going to make way more money there than you would anywhere else. Baron Corbin, Christian was a good example of a guy who stayed. I know he went to TNA, but he stayed for as long as he did, and then went back because of the money.
Eva Cody Omega hears a woman talking in the background.
Yeah, that would be a coworker of mine.
Johnny Impact. WWE needs to make a change to Raw immediately.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't care what, they need to make a change. I agree, TJ Fritz. I don't know who he's talking about, but Nathan Norman said, I heard he was going to Pro Wrestling Guerrilla.
Probably Austin Aries, but yeah, he's one of several.
Johnny Impact, maybe?
No.
Because you mentioned, all right. Austin Aries doesn't get the credit he deserves despite holding 5 titles, this selfish prick.
He's good. I like Austin Aries as a wrestler. I'm not arguing that. His behavior is just unbelievable to me. It's how are you still in, what universe are you trying to get fired from?
Brian Cage is my favorite in Impact and OVE and LAX. Aries tries to be a more vocal version of CM Punk.
Well, he's accomplishing that all right.
My name's Duel. Josh. Hi, Dave's guest. Can you please say your name so I can address you, bro? Oh, I didn't even read the end of it. All right, Duel. Zach, I'm surprised WWE haven't tried to bring back Johnny Impact.
I know they're not happy with him.
And why is that?
Yeah, because he's not. He's been very open about
how much he dislikes them.
Yeah, which I don't blame him for.
Mm-hmm. What about let's talk more wrestling on Raw?
That'd be nice.
Would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's a novel idea.
Yeah.
Let's have wrestling on a wrestling show? Yeah, here's an idea.
Austin Aries needs his inflated ego popped.
Yeah, it's like, my thing is, he is a very good wrestler. I do find him entertaining, and I do like his technical wrestling. It's just, I don't know what his beef is, but you gotta learn to handle things better. I understand I'm not in the industry, I understand that I'm not in your shoes, and I don't know what his life is like, but still.
Aries was better champ than Punk in 2013.
Wait, what's this thing? Aries was a better champ than Punk. That's crazy talk. In what possible?
Do you remember Adam Ahmed? Because he wants to know if you remember him.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, welcome to the comics live stream.
Laris Ridgway says they probably hate Morrison because of his over devotion to Melina.
Yeah, they were also not the biggest fans of the fact that he, didn't really seem to put up much of a fight between Batista and all that. You know, when Batista allegedly, you know, did the stuff.
So what are you using there, Dave, for this back row? Explain to the live audience.
Brush.
Is that watercolor paint? What is it?
This is Black India ink.
Black India ink. All right. Getting back to the wrestling commentary on Dave Knows Comics. 20-minute opening match monologue if you're lucky. After 2 10-minute matches, 20 minutes of talking, and again, rinse and repeat.
They should move to AEW. What AEW? That's not a thing. Shh, shh. Quiet, quiet, quiet. We don't talk about that. That's not a thing yet. I don't know. Everybody.
Arthur says Kevin Dunn isn't a wrestling fan, Dave.
No, he's not. Oh, no, he absolutely isn't.
Josh says, Dave, you need to change the channel to Dave Knows Wrestling Comics, since that's all
I know.
love talking about with you.
I'm waiting for the day where, like, you know, one of the people from this channel who just likes comic books is on the live stream and says something like, that day comes up and be like, everybody, shut up. Quiet the wrestling talk.
Eva Cody Omega asks, has ROH fallen off in the last few years?
I think so, yes. But it doesn't help that a lot of their top talent, crap.
Gets rated.
Yeah, so that hasn't helped. Hasn't really done them any favors.
Who do you think should move to AEW?
We said everybody.
What's AEW?
All Elite Wrestling, but that doesn't exist yet. We don't know about it.
Is that Cody's promotion?
Allegedly.
In 2013, Aries had better matches and cut better promos.
Cut better promos, I disagree with. Better matches, I hear your point, but the dude was saddled with Ryback. What do you want from him? That's not necessarily the fairest comparison. And okay, but I can't see it take... Look, New Japan, I think it's fallen off too. Like, I've been vocally dissatisfied with, you know... don't get me wrong, New Japan and Ring of Honor are still better than WWE right now, but that's not saying much.
Someone else just joined the live stream. Carl Pilkington said, evening, friend.
Evening.
Good evening.
If you're here for comic book stuff, let's try to get on that.
All right, Nathan Norman. Kevin Dunn needs ass kicking.
Kevin Dunn needs to retire. Unfortunately, I don't think he's gonna. I'm just screwing the pooch with this right now.
ROH is about to get the final nail in its coffin when the Young Bucks leave.
Yeah.
Arthur said, I know nothing of comics, so this works for me.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Nathan Norman, NJPW has been doing okay, but I can't see it taking any large portion of the U.S. TJ would love to see Zayn and Owens on the indie scene, considering it would be Zayn's debut to the indies.
Oh, that's a good point.
That is a good point.
Yeah, I know. I you know, that would be great because he's a big El Generico fan. So.
And it would be Kevin Owens' debut on the indie scene too, right?
Yeah, he's a big Kevin Steen fan.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I completely butchered this. See if I can. This did not work out in my head the way I thought, and also, well, again, rushing. I have got to learn to stop rushing myself here because I do that and then I get into problems.
Carl Pilkington is here for you. Dave, his friend. Josh, Dave, now I know why this channel doesn't grow. Or you
Yeah, I
talk
know.
about his wrestling.
I know.
Well, to be fair, some people on the live stream brought up
Well,
wrestling, asked him a question,
Well, that's
so
when
he's
you
going
don't
to answer.
Well, I was
it,
gonna say
you
that's
know?
when you don't acknowledge them.
Yeah.
That's when you just move on.
All
But
right. Was I the one that answered the wrestling question?
you answer everything. You just read everything.
That is true. I'm giving the fans the proper...
See, Duel is not a broadcaster like Albert is, so that's why you might notice a difference. Okay, let's see what the hell I can do with this caca garbage. The Bucks leaving.
Zach Rowe, it pisses me off that Kevin Dunn makes a 7-figure salary.
Yeah, well.
Will El Generico make a WWE debut soon?
Nah.
I don't think so either.
That guy retired.
I saw him do a brain buster on the turnbuckle. It was great. Many years ago.
Okay.
So Dave is salvaging. He's going to make this work.
I don't know about that.
He's going to make it work. Bucks leaving isn't the end of ROH. They still have their partnership, and it's not like the Bucks haven't been there before. Tyler Fitzgerald. Why is everyone talking about wrestling? I'm here for comic talk.
All right, now it officially starts. Like I said, as soon as someone comes in, you got to change it up.
It says with comics, there's only so much to talk about.
I don't think so. I think with wrestling, there's only so much to talk about, especially with the way it is now. And as I said, I've been getting I'm like really getting jaded to wrestling right now. It's really aggravating me. But comic books, there's tons of things that we could talk about. Yeah, you know what? Let me redirect this conversation because obviously the drawing thing isn't working out for me today, and I feel like I have to go back to another sheet of paper.
Give us some comic book topics then, Dave.
Wait,
Let's talk
okay.
about...
Hang tight. I'm going to start this all over again. I'll be back.
He'll be back. In the meantime, I'll offer up something. I like the Hush storyline from Batman about, I think it was about 14 years ago, 2003.
Brian's interested in digital marketing and
Josh, yeah, what was that monstrosity he was drawing? Yeah, he was trying, but he kind of got sidetracked.
All right, what's going on in the world of comics today? Well, if you guys are watching The Gifted, they're playing up the idea of Lorna and Magneto being daughter and father, with the fact that Magneto gave Lorna a little head dressing. Also, Sabrina getting flack from the Satan people, worshipping people for illegal use of a statue. We can also talk about what else is going on in comic books. Avengers 4 theories, what's going to happen with the upcoming title of the movie, when we were finally going to get a trailer. That's coming out. Really excited about. I hate that they made Bane a generic villain. No one can write properly. I agree with that. But Bane, to me, there's a lot of comic book characters that are just one-offs. They're meant to have a story and then go away. They're popular, but you can't really utilize them beyond that. They have their goal. Do behind on comic book shows, and that's cool. I'm behind on there's so many comic book shows, and I try to keep up with the movies as much as possible. Can't wait for the Christmas special. I kind of fell off of it. I watched 2 episodes of the Sabrina show. They were all right, but it's I prefer this than the Clarissa Explains It All version. I'm not the biggest fan of. I'll be honest, I never watched that old show. It didn't appeal to me in any way, shape, or form. Joker's my favorite villain from DC Comics. Joker is a fairly solid answer to be like a favorite. He's like one of my favorite villains, just period.
Well, Dave, who is your favorite villain?
That would be Lex Luthor, as I have mentioned on this channel. Okay. But let's keep going. So, yeah, but what is everyone's thoughts about... Oh, here's the other thing. Yeah, Teen Titans show. I am not watching because I don't have that DC network. But, it's been getting good reviews, but I can't imagine how it looks awful. Like, it looks so goofy. What name was going on? Uh-oh. All right, Tyler Fitzgerald, you're in the wrong place, buddy. That's got to be a troll. It's got to be somebody. Yeah. But anyway, let's move on. Yeah.
Ra's al Ghul was my favorite villain, especially because of the Batman animated series. All right. Laris Ridgeway, because I'm basically a hipster, my favorite villain is Slade from the OG Teen Titans. Dave, thoughts on Hulu and Amazon negotiating with Marvel on obtaining Luke Cage and Iron Fist?
There you go. I hope Iron Fist. No, I mean I didn't even watch the last season. I don't care about Iron Fist at all. But Luke Cage, I liked, especially with the way the season ended. I'm not going to spoil it, but I would love to see what happens with Luke Cage going forward. I'm very much interested. I know there were rumors, people saying that they could have just done a Heroes for Hire show, which would just incorporate the two of them, which I wouldn't be complaining about. I thought that would be a great idea. I would really like that a lot myself. But either way, I want to see where Luke is. You know, I would like it if it was about Luke Cage and, you know, Danny Rand pulling him back. But Luke Cage himself, but Iron Fist by himself, no. They screwed up from the door. And as much as I think that, those characters have potential, I don't know. I feel like Iron Fist has been doomed from its inception.
All right, there are two questions. One, what do you like better, Teen Titans, the TV show, or Teen Titans Go?
Teen Titans, the original. The Teen Titans Go is garbage.
And someone else asked you favorite superhero team.
I gotta go with X-Men on that one. It's a good question. It's not a solid go, but yeah, I'm gonna go with X-Men. Someone likes your show, Vikings, I see.
What? You talking to me about Vikings? Oh,
Yeah, don't you watch the show?
No, it's Norseman.
Oh, my bad.
Something else. Double A said he created a meme something in school on Insta. Whereas, from what I've seen in the Titans, it's not bad, but it could be done a lot better, which is the story of DC's life.
It just looks so goofy.
What if Vince Russo was writing comic books? Comic book sales would drop.
One book would sell very well, and then Vince Russo apologists would be clamoring on for years that that's why he's great. Meanwhile, he only just had one really good selling arc.
Dave is brave, and he has a shave near the wave on the cave if it's save.
Oh.
Very nice. He can run. Very good. I was watching Dave's cameo on Vince's theme song sang by YouTubers. Duel, what do you consider the best comic storyline you've ever read? I liked Hush. I really got into that. His is DC Crisis on Infinite Earths. Okay. Teen Titans OG. WTF is Teen Titans Go. Teen Titans Go is like a cartoon for kids. The
original Teen Titans show is for little kids.
No, but this is for like little kids, like 1 or 2. Like it's just very. Wrestling never goes backward, Tyler. That's why. You're really calling out a comic book series out for being goofy, though?
Yeah. Yes, I am.
Well, he put it in quotes, comic book series. Tyler loved Vince Russo. He should have been an on-screen character.
Stop reading this guy. He's clearly saying everything that dumb. He can't be that dumb. I can't believe anyone could be. It's nice. He's going to say Kurt Angle's garbage next. Like, yeah.
Do we have beef? Because I'm sensing tension. Nope, no beef. I don't have beef with anybody, except with my friends for dinner, because I love beef. I already know how it's going to end. Which guy? Oh, okay, good. Walking Dead comic books are very good. Most overrated comic book storyline in your opinion, Dave?
Oh, that's a good one.
That is a good question. I'll
have to get back to you on that.
Russo.
Part of me wants to say Identity Crisis because, and not because it's like praised well, but because so many people attack it. It's just a generic story to me, and it was like it left. I'm mostly indifferent to it, but people talk about it like, "Oh, this is the travesty that ruined comics." It's like it gets way too much credit. It is not that big of a deal. The effects of Identity Crisis have not really mattered. So, I'm not. So, I mean, that's not like highly praised, but that's one of them. There's got to be another one. Civil War II, but I think everyone knows Civil War II is bad, and if you don't, I'm sorry. Sorry about that.
Shark Boy works as a comic book character.
That is true, along with his sister Lava Girl, right?
Arthur says, I sense Dave was a Disney after-school fan as a kid. DuckTales, Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers, etc.
I like DuckTales. I didn't like anything else other than that, though. I did like DuckTales, though.
Josh thinks I'm sidetracking you because he said I need to officially join the live stream so you can focus on drawing.
What?
I think he wants me to get off camera and just start typing. Oh, here's something to trigger everyone. Dick Grayson or Jason Todd?
Dick Grayson. Jason Todd's garbage.
WWE used to have a comic. It was average at best.
WWE has in several comics. And
The Undertaker one, wasn't there an Ultimate Warrior one?
The Ultimate Warrior one, it wasn't officially WWE, but it made no damn sense.
Mm. Curry Man should have been comics. I mean,
All that Christopher Daniels.
never watched Titans team back in the day. Degenerate Sharingan showed up. Hey everyone, what's up?
So Degenerate, welcome, welcome.
Billy Graham or Scott Steiner?
Billy Graham. Durr.
Who is Jason Todd? You know who Jason Todd is. Curry Man was in Kinnikuman.
Oh, I thought you meant. I thought you were talking about Christopher Daniels' old gimmick. Which
That's what I thought.
maybe actually you still are.
The Ultimate Warrior comic I have seen is some frightening stuff. From what I saw it once, from what I can remember, the illustration was good, but I didn't. The story was kind of weird. Nightwing is better than Red Hood. Yup, I said it.
Yeah, that's not an argument for me. I don't even know how that's a conversation.
WWE's current comic book is really good. Someone said. Jack Evans White. TJ Fritz said this went off air for a minute. Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman. Alright. Yeah, that's not comic stuff. I was a comics guy back in the day, but not lately, not in the last, I would say, 10 years. I haven't. Well, I would say the end of me reading comics was like 2008, 2009. I really got into Deadpool before the movies came out. I thought he was hilarious. The first storyline I read with Deadpool was, I think, was it the Dark Avengers? And there was this one illustration where he said, like, now I have a machine gun, ho, ho, ho. And it was a nod to Die Hard, and I thought it was the funniest thing. I was like, who is this guy? So I hadn't read him as a kid, but Dave actually turned me on to Deadpool. He told me that I'd like him, that he was funny, so. Let's try to stay on comics.
Yeah, is it possible? Is it at all possible for this?
There's like a lot of this guy or that guy. I'm trying to just stick with. All right, Batgirl.
It's like, read them in your head first.
Oh yeah, I know. That's why I didn't read those. There's like 4 of them there. Batgirl or Supergirl? Who's the best pole dancer? Yeah, read it in my head first. Gotcha.
Well, Supergirl can fly, so that's cheating and an odd question. So it's like, so obviously she has an advantage.
What's LOTR?
Lord of the Rings.
No. I saw like the first 2, but that was it. Because a girl said she wanted to go see him, so I said, yeah, I'll go see it with you. Yeah, very funny. All right. Zach Rowe. I've never really been into
crap, I did
comics.
have it.
I'm more of a manga anime guy, but I did used to watch the old X-Men. Old X-Men cartoon was great. Batman and Spider-Man cartoons back in the day in the MCU. Yeah, definitely, dude. The Batman animated series was my favorite as a kid. Do you guys have Marvel versus Capcom?
Which one?
That's pretty good. Josh said, Dave, you need to draw Albert being chased with the fear of God on his face by Braun Strowman screaming, you're going to get these hands.
He always wants me to draw Albert getting messed up.
Arthur said, didn't the King draw that Ultimate Warrior comic?
I didn't. If he did, I didn't know about it. I know he's drawn for other wrestlers, but I didn't know he drew that.
What's SJW?
Social Injustice Warrior. He's a guy. He's another YouTube guy. Someone asked, "Are you from Boston?"
Not really into TJ Fritz. All right, Jack Eves White said, all the man babies on YouTube talking about SJW turned me off to comic books. TJ Fritz, I'm not really into comics, I'm more of a cartoon guy. All right. Duel, what about Harry Potter? Again, I saw the first Harry Potter movie because my girlfriend at the time, because her nephew was in town, and I never got into it. Duel, are you from Boston? No, but I've been told that I have a New York accent on this live feed before. Did you similar experience that, Crow? Oh my goodness. Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Dave.
Yes, I don't currently have it. I had it on my old Xbox. I don't have it on mine. I also had it on PlayStation 1. Yeah, I mean, I love that game, so.
All right.
But, yeah.
Nathan Norman said, Dave, I think that the best hero in DC was the Blue Beetle, Ted Kord. He's like Batman, but he has fun with it.
Yeah, see, I mean, that's the thing. Like, you can make me a sucker for a character that's, you know, Batman with all the emotional emo garbage baggage. So it's like, I like Green Arrow, and like Ted Kord, I'm glad that you brought him up because I think he's a guy who really doesn't get any credit. I'm still trying to think of that most overrated comic book art, because I know there's an answer, but I just can't think of it. What are your guys' thoughts? What do you guys say? You guys have a suggestion, I'm sure. I don't think you're from San Diego, Duel.
What does everyone use, Xbox or PlayStation?
I'm Xbox all day.
San Diego? What does a San Diego accent sound like?
Like you, apparently.
Oh, apparently. All right, Nakamura in a Batman comic book. Zach Rowe, PS for life. I can't see myself ever getting an Xbox, although I almost did last gen.
I can't get used to the controllers on PlayStation. They're too small. I can't play as long. And it's like my number one key for that is if PlayStation controller, like, how come there are like off-market brands that make a PlayStation controller that's similar to an Xbox controller, but you never see an Xbox controller that's similar to a PlayStation. And plus the joystick and everything is all backwards for PlayStation.
Nathan Norman said, I think it was Crisis on Infinite Earths, Dave.
It's not a bad answer. It really isn't.
TJ Fritz is a PlayStation man. Oh man, that's hilarious. Josh A said, Duel, you strike me as a guy who goes around collecting money for the Irish mob. Because we just talked about this.
Matthew Ryan Shapiro from Capital Wrestling. If you guys know that I work for Capital Wrestling, and you find a way to get me talking about wrestling again, I brought Duel around. We were doing a taping, and backstage when they first meet, Shapiro just goes out there and puts his hand around him and goes, "Hey, another Irish boy just like me." And he's like, and Duel's like, "What?" Because he will think he.
Oh, that should be fun. What do you guys think I am? What's my ethnic background? You know I'm not Irish, so. All right. No, I meant the chill vibe. I see how. Just ignore me. I don't remember what you said.
Hey, Jenna. Who's complaining about ignoring you? Is it TJ Fritz?
It was double A.
No.
You said, oh, you guys moving fast. Hey, Jenna, what's up? I'm so sick of hearing about people talk about the DualShock and Dave, the Xbox guy. His PS came first.
You hold your controller like this. With the PlayStation, you got to put the thumb down here for the joystick. It's weird. Why is the cross pad up here? It should be completely parallel. It's even that way.
Someone just said they're tempted to buy the PS4 just for the Spider-Man game. If Duel collects money for the mob, is Fave the leader of the mob? Who's Fave? I don't know who that is.
I don't know.
Oh, Nathan Norman said Polish with an Italian twist. Polish is right, not Italian. Jenna, everyone's saying hey to Jenna. All right, cool. All right.
You never know what happens when you come to CSB.
This is somewhere from Eastern Europe. Yes. Well, you got. All right. So there's two more. So Polish. What else am I? San Diego. I'm pretty sure Dave's guest is from the East Coast. Yes, degenerate Sharingan. You ignore him as well. Duel is from the UK.
See, this is the whole thing about it. They're obviously joking now, and you're falling for it.
I'm not falling for it. I just like to read what everyone says because I like everybody. Jenna, we already established Polish, so good guess if you hadn't read it right. But German, another good guess, but no, I'm not German. TJ Fritz, don't assume I'm the one complaining. I'm being ignored. I don't do that. By the way, Duel, you ain't mentioned me enough. Croatian. Are you Montenegro? No. Croatian? No. Are you part French? No. You guys were right when you said Eastern European. Someone look at a map and start rattling off countries. I'm sure you get them soon enough. Like the PS consoles, but I never like controllers. Are you from the land of people that hate HBK? Someone said she looks more like a female wildcat. I think Dave's doing a great job. Guess you're Polish, you're using your visit with Dave to collect money from one of those teachers for the Polish mob. Static. Alright, Jackie White said, I really want Static to get another comic book again.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Oh! Zach Rowe was very close. Polish, Russian, and Lithuanian. Russian was correct. And Lithuanian is a good guess. I used to think I was Lithuanian because my grandmother, God rest her soul, when she was older, one day she would say we were Polish, Russian, and Lithuanian, and then the next day she'd say we were Polish, Russian, and this. she couldn't remember what it was, so because she was getting older at the time. But Scottish is a good guess, but no. Yeah, I've been told Scottish. So we got 2 of the 3: Polish, Russian, and what's the other one? Polish, African, and Native American, right, Duel?
That is correct.
That is correct. That girl had yellow gloves and boots.
I know.
Swiss? No. Decent guess. Lithuania? No. Latvia? No. Russia? Yes, we got that already. Icon should get another comic. Kazakhstan? No. Dual Albanian? No.
Icon is a weird one for me because it's like people talk about Icon as being a big black superhero, but I'm like, he's technically not really black. I mean, he's an alien. Let's not forget that. But I mean, I get it. He was, created by, the awesome Dwayne McDuffie. But I mean, does he really count? Does Icon count?
Degenerate Shannigan said you're still wrong for including Rocket Raccoon for the James Ellsworth.
I knew I was going to get so much flack for that. I don't care. Said it and proud. Yeah, the kid comment about that. Did she get mad at me for arguing about Rocket Raccoon? I can't believe she responded. I think that's craziness. Or she replied.
Jenna said Chinese, Kenyan, and from Mars. Yes.
It's definitely from
Mars. You are 100% correct.
Yeah, the Mars part is definitely true.
I am from another planet. That's true. All right. Croatian? No. Yiddish? No. Argentinian? No. Serbian? No. Romanian? No. Czech? No. Come on, you guys are like so close. Come on. You're all right. I'll give you another. The Russia thing. Look into the Russia thing. Czech, Slovakia? No. Other. Ukrainian, Nathan Norman got it. Good job, buddy. Jenna got it right after him. Yep, very good. Very good.
All right.
Georgian.
Okay.
Ukraine. We got it. So Polish, Russian, Ukraine. Nice little Eastern European blend there. Well, Dave, does Superman count as white? He's alien.
No, I don't think he does either. That's the thing. It's like, I mean, I'm not taking away from the character. The character's cool and all, and I think Icon has a great story. Like, he's very interesting. A great, read. I'm just saying when people talk about, great African-American superheroes, I'm like, does it count as one? I was like, he can be a good superhero, but I'm just saying I don't think he counts.
Who's the best Russian superhero? Is that a troll?
Ivan Drago? I don't know.
Yeah. Omega Red, I guess.
Oh, he's a bad guy.
Yeah. Okay, Dual Fezza, which mob do you work for? I don't work for no mob. Yep, Ukraine. Woohoo. All right. New Zealandish. Wouldn't it be... All right. Ah. The mob works for me. That's right.
Yeah, I just drew Catwoman with a cape and long hair at this point in time. I don't know what the hell I was like. Like, I had a plan for the costume, but then I totally forgot what it was.
Ukrainian should have known. Landed a beautiful Mila Kunis. I didn't know she was Ukrainian. I don't know what she was. I don't know.
You'd think I'd remember this a little bit better too, seeing the fact that I bought back a Batgirl doll for Brian from the Monday Night Wrong's daughter for her birthday, which just happened. You think I'd remember the costume a little bit better?
Well, it's a wrestling question. That's the last thing there, but it's about Raw again. But we already kind of addressed that, so we're gonna try to stick to comics.
This time.
Dave, did you watch Dexter's Lab JLA parody?
Oh, are you talking about the one with like Kronk and because I thought that that was more of a if it's what I'm thinking of, it was more of an Avengers parody. I like that. I thought it was funny. I saw it here and there.
What's the worst comic ever?
Since past.
Eva Cody said, nice drawing, Dave.
Well, thank you. Ah, crap.
Nathan Norman said, yes, the Infragable Kronk, Major Glory, and Valhallan Viking God of Rock.
Yeah, I thought that was funny. I watched that.
Jenna said it was in the bottom 2%, and she lived through the Mantor, Fantasio, Damien Demento era. Harry is here.
Hey, Harry.
What's up, Harry? Well, it's kind of comic related. It's a mix. Who does Dave hate more, Brock Lesnar or Rocket Raccoon?
Brock Lesnar. It's like I do have my goofiness threshold, and it's like Rocket Raccoon. He's a raccoon. I understand he has an origin story and all that, but he's still a damn raccoon. Like I just can't take him seriously.
Nathan Norman says he has a challenge for you, Dave. Create your own parody superhero team for next week. That's your homework.
I don't get homework on this channel. Parody of what? All right, I'll satisfy everybody. It's a parody. I don't know what you mean by parody, but I'll do. It's a group of wrestlers who all got hit by a meteor, and then they became superpowered, and their names are going to be the this super. Now WrestleManiac has already been taken. So how about the WrestleLengers? And yeah, there you go. A superhero team, Dave. Dave, finish your drawing in Photoshop for homework. Yeah, I tend to do stuff like that though. Some of the ones I do on live streams.
Someone said draw Alexa Bliss as Batgirl.
Did I not satisfy the cross-promotion brand enough last time when I did Batista as Drax? Which, we'll see. So, yeah, let me see. What parts?
Wes Anderson did an X-Men parody.
Yeah, so did Brett Ratner. Okay, so, yeah, I think I'm, for the most part, done here. Is this a brush pen? Is this the brush?
Nikki Bella is Wonder Woman. Dave is Premiere Pro hard.
I don't think so. Who asked me that?
Double A.
I don't think so, but I mean, it is, but you get used to it. Just like anything else.
Yeah, practice. Johnny Gargano in a comic book.
All right, guys. I think that might be it for this week. I think I got this. I think I have this where I want it. Yeah. So there you go. There's your very quick. Okay, fine.
Okay, so give me the dates. All right, so next Friday or next following?
Yeah, I think I have it where I want it. Yeah, Vegas Pro. Okay, so there you go. There's Batgirl for you. Thanks for coming around for this experimental Good Haven Comics live stream. So thank you for coming on. Thank you for being here. Thank you to Duel for being on the show. And
Good to see you guys again.
as always, Dave knows.